Do-do-do, do-do-do. Mic seems to be working, that's good. Okay. I don't expect anybody to be up for this stream, but felt like doing it before I have to work today, so see what I can get done. Oh man, I'm always tired, but fuck. You know those nights where you can't, where like you just keep waking up during it, or it feels like you never sleep, even though you do pass out every once in a while. But then you just wake up and you're like, fuck, it felt like I didn't sleep at all. It was like I don't sleep at all. That was the kind of night it was. Shouldn't be, it's not too bad, but I do have to work tonight and then the morning after, so it might be brutal. We'll see. But anyways, back to streaming Esoteric Ebb, as it were. Last time I left off, I believe I was breaking up the one of the factions, putting up a display there on the political faction. Now I'm back with the pot on my head, as is tradition. Let's see. What's this? Goblin wall art. A green face is splattered across the facade, staring wildly towards a flaming sky and the dragon spread across it. Or something like that. Can you call this art? Place your hand upon the wall. You take a step forward, the painted smooth stone smurf. The painted stone surface is smooth, truly ancient. Ooh, you feel an esoteric urge to communicate with this object. Well, let's see if I can get a little bit of a boost or DC to that before I do it. What does it mean? They believe in their dragon queen. Such worship should be encouraged if it was for Torna instead. If it was for us. The fire is the soul, a boundary between the real and the heartful. Just tell me about the state of Norbik. Nothing, really. That goblins are artists? All folk seek a belief. They have simply made one out of the supposed dragon lady. They should worship Earth instead. There we go, back to insanity. No bonus to it, huh? Well, I have a decent chance. There we go. You sense a crack in the wall. It wasn't there before. Then you hear the voice. A faint voice. A hoarse voice. Secrets end when spoken. Talking to walls now. Awesome. Yeah, what's it like being a wall? Nothing. Nothing good or nothing bad? Nothing in isolation. What do you know about Norvik? Nothing. Do you know what Norvik is? No. No. Who built you, wall? A god. Which god? Iomestra. Never heard of that god. Well, DC 20. That'd be pretty hard. Sounds like a weak god to have been forgotten like that. You will find the truth far below. Seek it. I'm liking the Constitution. How old are you? 15-time Allens. Allens. How many years is that? 2,000. That's a long time. What's your name? Chansey. I don't have any opinion on that name. Okay. What's your political affiliation? Here. Perfect response. Are you sure you understand the question? Yes. Alright then. That's all the questions I have, Wall. I'm gonna give it a pat. Okay. The crack disappears as quickly and silently as it came to. Then, silence. Nicest wall you've ever met. The walls of this place hold more spirit than the people. Bow to the wall. Thank you for your time. Leave. Let's talk about it again? No. I figured. Many things. Finally, the cozy cat from that one fucking Disco Elysium bus. Finally, I found it. Now I can return to the Alps. On the ledge overlooking the garden, you spot a black cat. Calm as can be, it doesn't even care that you stomp up next to it. A proud beast. Treat it with respect and it shall treat you the same. Hello, I'm from the local government. Sir Tribbin. The cat lifts its head up. Its dark eyes squint at you for a second, sniffs in the air, and then ignores you once again. This cat does not care for you in the slightest. Pet it or something? I don't know. Pet the cat. You reach towards the cat's head, it meets your palm and nuzzles up against it. Yes! Glorious! Not doing anything, yet getting so much love. Learn from this beast. Good. Pet? It appears to have enjoyed the pet. What do you know about the tea shop? The cat does not turn to look at you. You are not worth it. What are you voting in the election? The cat stares at some seagulls flying by it. High above. I love how you can just ask anybody, apparently, what they're voting in an election. I've asked a wall, I've asked a cat. What else can I ask? A noble creature protecting its home. He's a true nationalist. A bestial force, ready to spread Asgalism, of course. Enjoy your day, citizen. Rough letters spell out Our Lady's Apartments. Intriguing. An empty barrel. Well, now it truly is empty. Can I not talk to you? Interesting. Overgrown, ancient, sort of interesting. Garden monument. Embedded in the earth you find weather-bitten stone. In the shape of a spiral, its edges are worn down, smooth almost. And behind you lies the head of what was once a snail statue. Just the snail stuff. Norvik is built upon layers and layers of ruins. And who knows what kind of strange civilization built all those snail things. Thus you will surely find many of these snail symbols and spiral shapes around the city. Touch the surface. It is cold. Your hands run across the stone, finding it more coarse than you thought. The ridges in the spiral are even smoother. You find they are not at all coarse. What's more, you do feel the outline of a script. Symbols. Your fingers trace them faintly along the spiral shell of the snail. The symbols do not mean anything to you. Tell me your secrets. No response. Tell me your secrets, damn it. Punch the monument. Your fist makes contact with the hard surface. A crack follows, along with a shooting pain up your arm and spreading through your fingers. The crack came from the rock. Lifting your fist, you realize you've left a minor crack in the surface. Well, I could talk to the crack in the wall, right? So... Shit. It's not fair! You're alright, Rock, you're alright. The rock stares at you menacingly, but a piece of it fell off from your violent act. Pick up a little shard of joy. Wait, you damaged it? With your fist? This stone is very brittle. Not in me. That's a good point, actually. Interesting. On the other hand, I am strong. In Norvik, a pipe like this could lead anywhere. You look down at the pipe. Crawl inside now. If you had a smaller companion, you would be able to ask them to crawl inside, perhaps. I'm gonna enter the pipe. You get down on your knees in the dirt and put your helmet and fade into the entrance of the pipe. You can't seem to get further without immense force. You could do that. Just press harder. Enter the hole. Push forward. You press your entire body towards the entrance of the pipe. Sure, we'll still just do that. Yes! Compress! You press your entire body towards the edge of the pipe. Make a squealing noise. That should help. The screech goes down into the pipe, surely scaring any dangerous creatures lurking in the darkness. Roar, roar into the darkness. Your power frightens them, and yourself. You squealed. You're a squealer. Make a final push. Oh, yes! As you press as hard as you can through, and you first hear something snapping, and the pain follows. You pushed all the way. Oh no. Suddenly the pipe gives. You hit a flowing rush of ice-cold water as it follows you forward, then down, then... Everything is cold and strangely familiar. Your drenched uniform clings to your flesh in the red rock of Tolstad. You are alive. Yeah, you realize where you are, or at the very least an approximation. Right below the entrance to the Goblin Garden. I need to get out of here. Oh, okay. Oh, what's this? Something's in this crack. I showed up to I'm really fucked up now, huh? Oh, another crack. What do the shards do again? Spending in dialogues to unlock dice checks. Interesting. I don't happen to have anything. A simple hammer. Hold on now. Advantages in situations where you might need a hammer. Not good for a fight, though. Alright, what do I have first of those spell slots again? Earth watches over me. Spellbook. Alright, yeah, charm person. Let's use the first spell, actually. Cast Cure Wounds. 3 hit points? That's nice. You could climb there, probably. Only way up. Shit. You see the silhouette of a goblin up on the ledge. Snell. Hey. You need help down there? I don't need your help, goblin. I strongly disagree. You attempt to get a grip, but your hands simply slip off the wet rock. This is not working. You almost slip off the rock entirely, but you do get another shot. Yes. Yeah, barely. Steeling yourself and your manly soul, you grip the wet rock. Your right hand, then your left. Place your feet higher up. One step at a time, slowly pull yourself upwards. Focused, strengthened. With absolute confidence. Shaky toes, too. So you know it's true. Come on. Reach. Just a bit more. That final push, you Make it. Ooh, level up available. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my post to pretend you didn't almost just die, mister. The goblin knocks away without acknowledging you further. That was close. Snell. Nature seeps through the cracks. I got a DC5 at least. This goblin gets shits done, no matter the odds. Interesting. Wasn't it bad? It'd be easy. It'd be pretty easy to get, but I don't have any benefit for my current build, really. You find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. I should realistically be leveling up the stats that I'm not good at, but it's more fun. You find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. His clothes are fit for a Reedsian trader, and his haircut is fit for an Askeen nobleman. A superficial fellow. A little weasel. Let me guess. You're the cleric. He glances down towards the river with a worried expression. The cleric, yes. Yes, I am the cleric. That's me. He nods, looking tired and annoyed. I'm Snell, runner and handler of the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for you. Old lady? His wife? You should greet him properly. Give her a traditional goblin salute. Yes, salute him. It's not gonna go well, is it? This is kind of like her. Nice to meet you, Snell. Perform a traditional goblin salute. You raise your hands up into the air as one should when greeting an uncivilized travel god. Oh no. What the fuck are you doing? Cleric, what are you doing? The goblin is clearly confused. Explain it to him. It's not gonna make it better, but don't you understand? I'm respecting your culture, goblin. The goblin does not respond, nor does he raise his own arms. Instead, he simply stares at you. He is surely enjoying it. Please, cleric, stop it. I took 3 HP of damage from that. You feel great shit. The goblin clears his throat. The goblin looks around, clearly struggling to find the right words. The goblin is clearly nervous due to being around your enormous masculine aura. It's called aura, bro. Exasperated. Okay. Right. Head down to the garden throne, but He waves his claw towards you. You sure you want to meet the old lady looking like this? You really got all messed up from playing around down on those cliffs. You've been floating around on the banks of the river. Your uniform shows it. He is insulting you. Everyone has an opinion. The distasteful dress choice of this goblin sure looks like shit as well. He especially stares at your helm, which you can barely see through the tiny cracks in the side of the pot. Is every character going to make a comment on me wearing a pot? I died and I was reborn. Now that's, he says, pointing at you, that's a good excuse. He laughs and motions down the stairs. Just dust yourself off. The dragon's waiting, and believe me, you don't want to disappoint her. Tell me more about this lady. Sure, for starters, she's the most powerful woman in Norvik. And considering there's an explosion yesterday right in the middle of her territory, I think it's about time you do your damn job, cleric. I'm not afraid of her. Famous last words. Okay, lead me to her. Good, but just to make it perfectly clear, some ground rules. Don't say anything stupid. Don't climb the trees. Stay away from the edges and, enjoy the garden, cleric. The goblin scurries downstairs. He seems to be in a hurry. Your body trembles. Tell her what she wants to hear and you'll be fine. You look out the river. The cold Ascani wind seeps through the cracks of your helmet. Earth be blessed, he is always with you. Fall him down the stairs? Do I want to, though? Or do I get the option to? I feel like the demo would end here, right? Oh? These railings follow the Safety Council standards of 22. Dank smell from below? Oh! I can. I thought this part would have been the demo ends. Interesting. A tunnel to the river. Oh, I can go. True game. Long tunnel going towards the holes. How far away from the point can I get? Pillar crossing, lower Tusta. The slit mailbox says Snell. Oh, this is Snell. No, I don't get an option to break in. Probably for the best. A rough carving on the door says R&A. I can't go through any of these, can I? Simi son of stroke right. Oh, you approach the green door. Ah, you knock twice in a polite fashion. A long time passes. No one is home. Guess I'll come back tomorrow. What do you see? Smell like assistant. Try the handle. You grab it and find it stiff. Strange, you can't seem to open the door. I can do anything. The goblin does not understand. You have the authority to grab any handle you wish. For you are the state. No need. Damn, nationalism, they weren't lying. Dormitory of the Commission? What's that up there? You look talkable. So, Freitas. Oh, come on. I did this with the Constitution check with the dwarf, too. Come on. The girl looks across the chasm. A noblewoman? That's a pretty expensive dress. What's she doing down here? Citizen, identify yourself. She does a double take. What? What's your favorite color? What? No, go away. How rude. Cool. Her bowels are filled with black tar and the death of trust. By the god, that's horrific. Why do you feel that way? Foul instinct? Foul instinct? She does look at you now, with a disgusted expression. I take it back. Ew. Go away. What do you know about the tea shop, mysterious woman? She rolls her eyes. It exploded. Lies! She flinches in your outbursts. I get the feeling you don't want to talk about it. Don't have anything to say. What are you voting in the election? Don't care for it. Good choice. I don't care for it either. You see, I'm apolitical, and that means I don't vote in elections like this, because I'm above any sort of political affiliation. It's so much longer than this. The election. It doesn't matter. And I wouldn't tell you if it did. I see you're also voting for me. What? No? Fuck off, you're not even on the ballot. Just paint a picture of me on the voting card. Make me look real good. Fuck off. I want to ask you some personal questions, but I have a feeling you won't respond in any meaningful way. Smart, can you go now? That's all for now. Thank you, citizen. This is the part I missed most about. Disco Elysium, just being able to act completely unhinged. Not available to... I finally reached an end to that. Let's see. Where's the exit? Where's the part where you can walk off again? There's just motorcycle sounds in the background. Am I stupid? Where do I get off at again? Close to here. I'm very bad at directions. One would say. What's here? An almost intact and endlessly rising pillar, the centerpiece of Norvik. You look up at the pillar of Jor. The relic rises upwards, endlessly upwards. To think such an esoteric object would just sit here, at the center of the city. Not much else they can do with it. It's just a highly magical rock left over from a time before time, remaining until the end. A gate to another time. Can I make money off of this thing? It's a bit broken. Cracked. Yes. You're certain it is indestructible, but clearly it was once not. Several pieces of the pillar float around in the air, especially as it reaches upwards into the clouds above the city. What kind of power would be capable of damaging this? The fundamental forces of reality. Can I make money off this thing? No way. They don't even take admission to see it, since it's such a trivial sight. How many of these pillars exist? 8? Something like that, one for each band. But ours is the best one, right? They're all equally useless. It's a sign of Earth's power, so yes, this is the best one. That's about what I expected from strength. They're seen as a status symbol by many, like a legitimization thing. But the fact is, no one has managed to make use of them in any way, despite their esoteric nature. So the pillars of Jor are relegated to being visual landmarks, seen from across the coast through clouds and mists for miles. So what do I do with it? Since you're the master of all esoterical things, you could probably crack the secret of the pillar, learn how it works and master it, and gain ultimate power and so on. Intriguing. As you do, you feel the air itself tingle. Power. It whispers to you, unintelligibly. Touch the wondrous pillar. You place your hand upon the smooth surface. The whisper gets louder. It says something to you. Something weird. No, wait. It's a conversation. One you don't take part in. Guess you could try to join in. Yes. Speak. Hello? The pillar vibrates. Hello? The whisper lies inside of you, or something. It says he is here. Who is here? It says divinity. It says death. It says taxes. It says necrocrat. Necrocrat? What? The voice ends. Your hand is repelled from the surface. Youchie. Weird. You understand plainly. There's more to this pillar you need to investigate. In time. He is here. I have a feeling that you can meditate here. It will take some time, but it could prove invaluable. Hug the pillar first. A tingle spreads through your gut. Oh damn, natural 20. You close your eyes. Not that it mattered. I need very little to pass that. You shape your mind into an arrow, shooting it out towards the esoteric force. Find the rhythm to Jor's realm, hear his voice. The cold rock of the pillar turns warm in your palm. You've marked it with your spirit. You marked it? What? You're unsure. But you feel like there are more spots you need to investigate. Feel warm and deep. goes deep down and far up. You lift your hand from the surface and you're able to see normally once again. But you feel like you've learned something. You must keep looking. Soon the pillar's secret will be revealed. You understand plainly. There's more. In time. There we go. Oh, what's this? Take root. A dozen dwarves and an orc walk into a tavern. The orc turns to the tavern keep and says, "Hey, give me a larger..." Is this a joke setup? The tavern keep says, "Don't turn this into a joke. These are real people you're talking about. What's going on here?" Let me continue. So the dwarves go. The dwarves have struggled as a minority for decades. They deserve respect, nothing less. No, really, what's going on? You're divided, but the truth will be achieved. Whatever. Look, the gist of the story is, the orc is hard at work, improving this shitty little city. The dwarves are annoying and stupid. Another racist skill set? Got it? Not really. Where's my mouse going? You believe for a second the orc wants the city to improve? No, you've seen too much to ever believe such a lie. This is some kind of debate, eh? Kind way to put it. The revolutionary freestrider will bring freedom, democracy, and riches to Norvik. Last part being the most poignant. Oh, of course you focus on that. Let's focus on each of these points, one at a time. Oh, come on. Freedom. Freestrider would only focus on helping the rich, and so on. Democracy. They do like that, but they're really corrupt also. Ridiculous. Riches. They might bring a lot of money into the city, but it's always going to the factory owners and already rich folks. Yeah, because they actually work. This is silly. Without freestriders, you'd probably be a farmer. Who the fuck wants to be a farmer? Political warfare. Farming is good. Healthy work. Healthy? But he doesn't. Don't change the subject. But he has no idea what's going on. Do you two never shut up? Not really. I feel like I should make a decision here. After completing a quest branch, you can allow it to take root in your mind. When doing this, you must make a choice between available feats. Yes, you must retain the spirit of the Asgalian Revolution. Take a deep breath and stand up against the ever-growing wave of capitalism. You should choose Asgalian spirit and speech. With this feat, you restore 1 hit point for every hour that passes. Ooh! Greed ain't so bad. To be able to unlock a better life for yourself? Who wouldn't want that? You should choose Money Talks. This feat, you gain 50% more crowns on pickup. More health. You've chosen well. True harmony comes from being in tune with your fellow folk. The dwarven way is the good way, the egalitarian way. I'm still gonna be an ultra-nationalist anyways, because strength speaks for me. Is there anything else? Oh, I have to, like, complete steps, and then I get the choice of feats. Interesting. But I don't see the next step, I just know. So that exists. Oh yeah. I can level up now, can't I? Intriguing. Yeah, this one gets me up to a +3, so might as well. I wonder how much levels I can get in the demo. 29 HP for my max? Holy shit. That's massive. Oh, I somehow ended up right back here. You look up at the branches of a bracken tree. It stands tall in the garden, towering over you. It is majestic. Leaves are quite big. What's a bracken tree again? Don't know. Something to do with the thickness? Thickness? Don't put the leaves in a salad. That would be unwise. You could probably sell a braction salad. Your hand lands firmly on the bark. Good tree. Strong tree. I don't see a purpose to this. The wind causes the leaves to dance. You get a feeling you're missing something. What am I missing? Nothing, probably. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's nothing. Yes, good, okay, I got it. Good. It's good that you're not missing anything. Am I missing something? Probably not, but who knows? This is highly ominous. As long as you're not missing a quest. Bad quests don't grow on trees, of course, so you're fine. Bye, tree. I'll make like one and leave. Yeah, that's the one I was at earlier. Let's see. Divine Shrine. Shrine untended for decades. Remove the apples. That's probably a bug. Because that's thinking of the one in the cellar. Well, you know, it's still funny that it works like that. I'm not gonna use Charm Person this playthrough. But it's funny to have as an option. A prayer of healing. Ooh. You focus your mind on Earth's symbol, his red eye. You recite a few words of remembrance before you sense the channeled strings around the shrine. They converge upon you. Mend you. Huh, well, that's something. Sure is, but you sense there's something you missed. What are those words? The ones you learned at the tower. Hey, I still got some free health, so... a little bit that. And who are you? Raxo Pencil Wearing. That's the first time almost all of it. Lawful evil. Well, describe. Surprisingly content. Hard worker. Has a nested interest in the current regime. Devils used to be allowed into the city only on work visas, so he could have served for several decades. Somehow you just know that this devil would gladly organize a mass genocide against non-humans of the city. This is no ordinary imp. His stature and position implies a former rank. A greater devil? What kind of game is he playing? Intriguing. So, probably don't trust him. Oh wow, he is tiny. You raise your head towards the sky. Above you sits a tiny red creature. His wings flutter faintly in the wind. He's just a little guy, with wings, reading his little newspaper. An evil creature. Beware. Staring at a piece of paper, he does not acknowledge your presence. Hey little guy, why aren't you on my shoulder? Wait, was that a pickup line? He slowly puts down the paper. Funny, I've never heard that before. You're so original. Wait, he says, leaning in to get a good look at you. Earth God, a cleric. Hell's you doing here? That reaction. Your presence is uncommon. This little man looks sunburnt. Divine mission, the usual. Very well, I won't get in your way. I, for one, am very happy for your presence. This place has gone downhill since the city let the goblins and freestriders run amok. Oh no, the devil's a kiss-ass. We need some damn order in this place. Wise words. So if you need any legal advice, just let me know. Gives you a tiny, sharp smirk. You can hear out to any advice. Just don't listen to it blindly. That's impossible. No one can listen whilst blind. What's wrong with you? Oh, I love low intelligence. I have some options here, I see. Are you a barista? A tiny barista? No, I have no legal position within the city. I'm just fairly knowledgeable in the magistrate's code. Shows you a foul grin. What's it like being a little red guy? You an honest answer or the one I tell my clients? Honest. Okay, let me put it like this. Bloodlust. It fucking sucks donkey shit. Do you know what it takes to get a promotion these days? It's expensive? Ooh, I wish. Talking decades of servitude to some sadistic fuck that wants to return to Gregarian's greatness or some shit like that. And then after risking your life and humiliating yourself, there's a chance this fucking guy will put in the effort of promoting you. If you're unlucky, you'll turn into a freaking bug. Or worse, something without wings. So what type of work do you do? If you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life, he says and smirks. So what do you do? Me? I do scribing most days. Got some connections within the palace, and believe me, phew, it's gotten me through some tough times. See, whenever some rich asshole needs a legal draft in a hurry, who do they send for? The guy with the wings, that's who. Awfully drab. Honorable. Sounds profitable. Sure is, although there's a lot of time spent waiting around, too. So I picked up some hobbies. What do you do in your spare time? Calligraphy? He likes drawing. How quaint. A true man knows the value of lettering. I do love me some reading. Getting access to the Darwinian library changed my life. Darrow, one of the original Earthfolk houses to found Norvik with Earth. Their bloodline can still be found in high positions all around the city. Tell me about these promotions. Sorry, forgot not everyone knows how Devil can work. Let's put it like this. Devils have a ranking system. Some are lower and some are higher. Only way to get higher and metamorphose into a more powerful creature is to be promoted by someone with a higher rank. But hey, it could be worse, he says and cackles. Could be demon. What are you voting in the upcoming election? What am I voting for? Same as you, the little devil says with a laugh. The good guys. The good guy. He's a kiss-ass indeed. And that means the city, duh. The elites are quite literally feeding my trove at this point. You think I'd vote for somebody to topple them? Voting is self-interest, as anyone reasonable would do. So you're being selfish in your voting. Yeah, who wouldn't be? You think those dwarves would be voting for some hippie Asglist if they were the ones at the palaces? I don't think so, not for a second. Anyways, you wanted something else? Pizzola's arm is over. It's over? By the gods. So dramatic. Love the little guy. Oh my god, there's a lot to ask him. Should I invest in stocks? Oh. I do not give, nor have ever given investment advice. But, yes. He looks you up and down. I should ask, have you ever bought shares before, Cleric? Uh-oh. I don't share with anyone, little red man. Okay, some basics then. Popularized by light divine era human adventure companies, a share is essentially a percentage of ownership of a certain venture. Could be a guild, could be a company, or a specific adventure. Something that is supposed to grow over time, so you increase the value of securities in that venture. It's a risky way to increase your capital, without actually doing any real work. Gods, this devil is good. Learn from him. Could people buy stocks in me? The little red devil stares at you. If you were to set yourself up as a venture, then maybe? I mean, if you could convince somebody to invest in you, you know, without breaking any laws regarding investment advice, I'd be impressed, so why not? Why is it risky? Sounds like free money. Good question. Imagine you invest in an adventuring party. Into the Verndon Hills to dive into some Gate-era tomb, or an Esoteric era filled with talking cats. Something weird and dangerous, but with potential for a lot of cool treasure to be found and brought back. There's a major chance that those adventurers die out on their journey. If they do, you lose all the money you invested. They could make it back, in which case you get a percentage of the treasure based on your share, but how often do adventurers come back with a bunch of treasures these days? So, should I buy stocks? Look, there are rules in place. Norvik has laws governing what one can and cannot do, suggest when it comes to financial agency. Your god made those laws to protect people of lower than average intelligence from being tricked by those of ill intent, like me and you. I don't know how much I have it in me to ask about stocks. Can you give me free legal advice? Oh yes, I'll gladly assist a member of the Earth Guard any day. Just ask. You hear about the tea shop? Yeah, of course. Pretty hard to miss when flying past Tolstad. What's your take? Blew up. Not sure what else you want to hear. Why do you think it blew up? Honestly? Haven't seen a blast zone like that since the Coast War. You didn't hear this from me, but this little fellow's helping you out of self-interest, surely. Be careful. The scorch marks look like a fireball, but not the kind you get from a pit fiend. We're talking high-level wizard stuff. Be careful, cleric. Powerful forces are at work here. Thinking about it for a few more seconds makes it clear to me that it's all a big cover-up. Wouldn't be the first time a city-trained spellcaster goes a little off the hinge. There's corruption in every system, even in the great city of Norvik. You must root out that corruption. Cleanse the city. Another typo there. Other than that, not to be self-incriminating or anything, but could be a fiend, or an elemental, I mean. Waterline has shipments from Cargamesh every other month. Maybe a fire elemental slipped through? Who knows? A fiend, huh? Don't look at me like that. Worst thing I could do is turn into a bat. An abnormally handsome bat, of course. Ruffled feathers added? But I suggest having a chat with the owner of the tea shop. Who knows what feathers were ruffled, eh? Gives you an ominous chuckle. Interesting. Locate this Birdman and find what he knows. I can do that. Maybe I can do that. Let's see. Yeah, not much else here, huh? Drunk Sphinx. Opens at 18 o'clock. It's a nighttime place. I see. Oh? Satchel. It looks greasy. Oily instructions? Page of hard-to-read text entitled A Gnome's Starter Guide to Esoteric Memorization. You hold up the paper, finding it to actually be a torn-up page of a book. The name in the margin suggests the book is called A Gnome's Starter Guide to Esoteric Memorization. It's quite lengthy. Understand the underlying powers at play. Jor's strings stretch across his coast, invisible to the eye, yet connected to all things living and dead. A spell is simply a set of rules you must follow in order to manipulate the strings into an esoteric effect. Yet those rules are themselves esoteric in nature. As such, most wizards will find it impossible to remember more than a handful of spells at a time. This is the big divide between cantrips and actual spells, as cantrips are both easy to remember and will not consume a spell slot. Spell slots are the common representation of how many spells a caster is able to perform without rest and of which spell levels. Seems like just D&D rules. As a gnome, you are naturally gifted in the art of illusion magic. Other schools will be more difficult to memorize. A suggested harmless spell to use in training is the first level spell Grease. To increase your chances at memorization, attempt to cast at least 2 times per day. In the margins, there's a handwritten, hard-to-read note. It says, every evening and every lunch break at work. Remember, you can do it. How mysterious. You should try to figure out what happened here. Feels like they used grease on the paper. There's a grease stain on the bridge. It must mean something, but what? Slip and the fall. A DC 7 intelligence check is challenging. It's crazy. Ah. Yes. The gnome cast grease and then slipped out the side of the bridge, falling down into the water. That explains it. Poor gnome. Intensely dangerous. A greasy ending. Went out like he went in. Like he went in? What are you speaking of? Is that some sort of innuendo? Wasn't a great one, but yeah. Oh. Well, don't do that, it's dirty. Memorize Grease, you quickly memorize the paper. That's something, at least. Interesting. Interesting. I guess I'll make a note not to use it near the bridge. Hmm. Ooh, trash can. You reach in the bin and pull out someone intact cardamom treat. No, do not. You do not just use it. Let me get this clear. You find yourself out on Pillar Road. You see a cardamom treat in the bin. It's been out there for God knows how long, and you think to yourself, what the hell, I'll just eat some trash. No, 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 you're not eating from the fucking trash. Calm down, it's not trash. Rationalize eating trash. Was it in the trash? Adjacent? Adjacent to garbage is still garbage. Will I ever recover from this? Sorry to say, but you've officially crossed the line, dividing man from bum. You are now a bum. I'm gonna go enjoy my tasty bum treat, so... Sucks to be... Oh my god. Oh? The Great Perch of Norvik. Old symbol of an old regime. Intriguing. Street sign. You can look at it? Wooden boards have faintly glowing letters on them. Floating just an inch off the surface, the names of several locations are spelled out. Whoa, magic ink. The sixth message, however, is only painted onto the plank. The painted letters onto the plank do not reshape it to a guided message. What? Weird. If it had magical properties as well, it would say, downstairs, over grass, into tunnel, glory to Sageleaf, probably. Doesn't seem like I'll get much out of that. That I need at the moment. Look, a statue of a cat. How cute. Is it Choshu? Young Askel Modissa. Yeah, it's fair. I can just take that. Okay. Let's see. You see a girl with glasses stuffing a mail slit with the magazine. Hello, citizen, what are you doing? The girl gives up on trying to jam the slightly too large paper to the mailbox opening. Huh? She looks at you adjusting her glasses. Help her push the paper to the slit. Uh-oh. She takes a step back as you approach the mailbox slit. Don't worry, little lady, a real man is here. Excuse me? The thick magazine seems to have gotten stuck. You push and push it. I don't have time for this young and dumb. Modissa, you hear a voice call out from down the alley. Let's go. She glances at the stack of papers and mutters to herself. Shit. We gotta get done before evening, otherwise Waterlane is screwed. She groans and grabs her stack of papers, as she rushes down the alleyway. I bet you too young to be an Asgalist representative. A bit too woman? To be a high-ranking guild worker? Oh no, I'm surprised. It's the ultra-nationalist set, so... You press harder, exerting force into what is either the paper or a piece of the mailbox that feels like paper. You hear something crack in your shoulder. As you do, the door next to the mailbox opens. You see a middle-aged woman glaring at you from the half-open doorway. Slowly remove the ruined newspaper from the mailbox slit and hand it to her. She carefully and silently accepts it before closing the door in your face. Success! I don't know if you can call that much of one. What did it add? Is it shaky? Young and dumb. That's certainly a way to introduce myself. Let a real man handle it, and then failing to put in a slip of paper. I guess I can't click on that one. Okay. Let's see. Oh. A corner of Norvik, still standing in the gate era. Little crack? Something stuck in one of the roller mill blades. Looking out over the ledge towards the roller mill blades, you see them spinning as per usual. Except in one of them there's something stuck. You see a rod. An esoteric event? What the hell is that? Some type of magic item, perhaps. Maybe some kid threw it through the not proper use of thing into the roller mill blade. Wait, wouldn't it be dangerous to try to grab it? I feel like this is gonna lower my chances, but you could die, yes. So maybe you shouldn't. Yeah, as expected. You reach out, running as far as you can, and oh no. You missed the rod, but in the process of falling, you landed right into the blade of the roller mill. Just hold on and scream. Why does this always happen to me? Beyond the water, on the ridge of an ancient passage of Jorian stone, stands a young girl. Next to her, the mother. The child points towards the roller mill, exclaiming, "Mother, look, a cleric! He's riding the mill!" The mother responds with a sigh. "Yes, yes," she tells her daughter. "Come home, we have to get to home for supper." Attempt to jump off the roller mill. Is there nothing else I could try? Pray. Plus, -2 DC, you pray. I have a cleric, so that actually kind of makes sense. Ooh. You clench every muscle in your body. You stare at the ledge, the opportunity. The mill blade spins up to the perfect point, and no, I can't do it. Your body does not listen, nor does your mind, lacking courage. It is shaking as the mill rolls past once more. I really, really can't do it. Feel hopeless. Cow. The word rings in your head. Coward. Coward, it called me. It's true, but you can't say that. The roller mill spins and spins. Your arms clenching the side of the mill blade. Your opportunity slowly approaching. Do I have to, like, actually physically time it? I really got myself into some shit here. Jump. You leap through the air. Far, but not far enough. At least for a graceful landing. Your body slams against the hard wall, your gloved hands clutching the ledge. You pull yourself rolling over the side. Wheeze and spit through your helmet. Am I alive? Somewhat. As you stand up, you realize something falls to the ground. The rod. It lands the thud on the stony walkway. Check out the rod. It's a hard wooden frame with fancy iron set pieces on each end. Along the handle is a button. However, it appears permanently pressed down on. Oh, it's like that magic item, the unmovable rod. But it's always pressed down. A quick step with your hand reveals its magical nature. The tingle. However, this item is clearly broken. Broken how? Try touching it against the ground. As you do, it gets stuck to the ground. Somehow. It's a broken, removable rod. It's a movable rod? Yes, great name. Whatever object it touches last, the rod will be esoterically locked and aligned with. It cannot be moved once it touches an object, unless it comes in contact with a second object. What constitutes an object in this case? A thing? Like a thing that's separate from another thing? Look at this used for. Used? Oh, nothing. It's quite literally a useless stick. Really? Well, if used very carefully, it could be used bookend. Is it worth it? I mean, no. It's a very, very interesting stick. Those can never be bad. That's true. That's true, actually. That's a +1 dexterity at the very least. It's kind of neat. Hmm. Trash bread. Apple. Eat the apple, apple boy. Can I not go down there? Oh, it was being weird. Oh, this tea shop. Amidst scorch marks and cracked masonry, you approach a doorway. There are several planks blocking the passage. The tea shop. Rip these planks aside. Let's get to work. Fastened with several nails, you also see a paper. At the top it says with bold lettering, City Notice, no trespassing. Does this include me? Perhaps, perhaps not. Try touching it. As you do, subtle ripples of blue energy appear around your gloved hand. It is sealed. So move away your hand, the faint aura shimmers in dark translucent blue and then fades away. Just standing near the door makes it clear that there's a locking spell cast on it. Rude to lock people out. Crime scenes should be public viewing. Remember that you are here on behalf of the goblins. You have still not spoken with their chieftain. To complete this quest, you should probably do that first. What kind of magic is this? Some type of arcane magic. It seals the entrance, like a locking spell. Nothing that can't be solved with testosterone. Trying to force an arcane lock open is idiotic. Don't. Well, I could still break it down, right? You can certainly try. Believe in yourself. You're a man. Men can do anything. Can I bypass the effect of magic? It's a very high-level spell, of course. As a master of your craft, it should be easy to find one of those. Can I guess the paraphrase? Easy, but it's something like the nobility eats. Something fancy, like cardamom cake. Although you've heard it's too sweet and could screw up your tummy. Which would make the nobility think of it as poison, since nobility care about their tummies. So the passphrase is obviously something like that. The phrase is definitely nobility poisoned by cardamom. Nothing happens. Maybe King Death? Let's try again, but maybe shorter, like something neat and easy to remember. Be creative. Spicy regicide. Kingly death by cardamom. And, queenly death by cardamom. Of course. Nothing. Rich folk danger dust. Tasty doom dust. Cardamom poison. Saying the words immediately causes the nail to jump out of the planks. The blue aura of the arcane lock spell just fades away. They fall to the ground, one after the other. Now you can complete your... No way. The fist pump? You pump your fist in the air. It feels great. Beyond lies the ruined tea shop. You get ready to step inside. Your body begins shivering. Death. This is death. No way did that work. Not available in demo? Aw. Empty water barrels. Interesting. An almost attacked an endlessly rising pillar. The centerpiece of Nordic. This is the one I saw earlier? Yeah. Yeah. More trash. No. What was that? Something was there. I'm not crazy. Probably. Alrighty. Okay. Look down at quite crawled inside now. I'm not gonna crawl inside. Your gut tells you otherwise. Boring. Can't crawl inside and get myself stuck in the ocean again. Not too bad. Actually, where the fuck? Is it bicycles? A bike line. One bike stands out to you. A handful of bicycles. Bicycle, a land transportation device first popularized in the early Arcane era. Originally invented due to the difficulty of transporting horses to the floating magoscratic cities. They are scared of portals. Bicycle, useful for traversing long distances with ease and speed. Used by common workers all around Norvik, seen as a poor man's way of travel in the countryside. A form of transport built around the strength of your own two legs. True men race through the city streets to find their destiny. A tool for the common man to reach distance effectively and safely. Invaluable tool for an egalitarian society. Bicycle, famously used by free striders during the early revolution to escape the magocratic forces. Now a symbol of many free cities and reeds. Bicycle. Bikes are nice. Thanks, Constitution. Not a lot of bikes. The usual commuters are probably too scared to head past the tea shop. This particular bike is yours. Chain lock. You need to take a closer look. The rusty chain seems brittle, but wrapped so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get it off, even if you had the key. Good, no one will take your bike. Wait, this is my bike? Sure is. Best way of travel in Norvik. Except, of course, on this godforsaken island fortress. Where's the key? Not here. Don't go wandering around looking for your key. It's just a bike. Don't say that. It's a wonderful bike. A manly bike. A rusty bike. Could getting the key be a quest? That does sound like a quest you would get. Find the missing key. The mystery of the bike key. Something like that would be perfect. When exactly did I come to Tolstad? On the 21st of March, evening. Then you fell. The pain. Sudden and striking. Do I recall anything important? You chained the bike. You stood up. Then pain. I stumbled over the stone railing. Yes. Was I alone? No. A shove in the dark. Swift and deadly. A lucky strike for some drunk fool, probably. An anti-city hate crime if I ever saw it. That's all I remember. So I'm looking at the bike and leave. Look like a bike and leave. Oh? The halfway bridge. It connects to the palace and the rest of southern Norvik. Intriguing. Oh. I didn't get anything completed, did I? No. More crowns. Back after midnight. Time was really slow in the demo. I don't think that's gonna stay in the main game. We'll see. How the fuck is that garden? Getting here. All who pass are mine to keep. Whoa. Who is that? I wasn't planning to stick around here, but I need to know who this guy is. The duck? One away from the DC-21. Lawful evil. This is a true warrior. He is off duty, whatever duty that is. It's everlasting. His dark knight can break you like a twig, yet he will not. He is bound by an order. But why does it not affect you? Maybe tomorrow. Ooh. Ooh. There's no chance I could pickpocket that, but... Ooh. Those are some very tempting items to grab, though. Glorious shine to the one and only Earth. That's up to prayer for them. Youch. Hey, one spell's better than no spell. I can get better than that. Grand wood carving of Earth, father of Norvik. Straight the wondrous wood carving. Fiction of Earth at its greatest. A true man. However, you also notice a message carved at the base of the art piece. It says, Goblin was here. Here's he. What kind of ingrate would defile a sacred object? Goblin, I see. What's the message? Vandalization. Terrible to see. If you'd been here, you would have stopped it, surely. Either way, you must become stronger to stop this disintegration of society from spreading. What do I know about him? Goblin is an artist. He is technically wanted in most districts, but no one even knows if he's real. Might be a dozen little guys running around with paint and carving tools, who knows? I should try to remove that message. You should! It's only right for the cleric to clean up such a mess. You should be worried about the work involved here. You have to take that carving knife by the candles and... Can the yellow one be trusted with this important mission? Your faith needs to be strong. Does it really have to be a sleight of hand thing? Can I use the power of my faith or something? What are you gonna do? Close your eyes and pray? You want to clean this old wooden thing up, you gotta handle it carefully. No. Prayer does not work after all. Prayer does work after all. Just put your trust in the earth, he will guide you. Trust your faith. Yes, perhaps you can. I believe. Oh, I do. You start working. Picking up the tiny carving knife. The same that was used to scratch the wood. You can clean this up real quick. With dexterous fingers, you precisely carve a layer off the statue. In a few minutes, the message is entirely gone. Glorious. Wonderful work. Fine craftsmanship is what it is. Could have been a word carver in another life. If it was in any way a lucrative career, that is. She always spoke lowly of artistic endeavors. She? Intriguing. Access radio. Oh yes, you're cleaning the world, one message at a time. Good for you, Strength. Now, who are you? How can I pilfer some stuff off you? The duck. Duck, a waterfall common in Ascani Lakes. Duck, nickname for a warrior who fell in honorable combat and then later revived. Sort of a synonym for coward, but not necessarily. Duck. Many roam Ascani. There are horrific legends told of the great evil ducks up in Toll's Pass. Any Earthguard member who slays such a beast is rewarded with the title of Duck Slayer. Duck. Scary things. They used to chase you when you were a kid out in the country. Duck. A long time ago, the duck was a symbol for the city of Norvik. So later replaced by a fish. Duck. This is no duck! His face obscured, an axe strapped to his back. Thick axe. Heavy. This is a real man. A hero. His arm is empty. I have some questions, good knight. His helmet head is slumped downwards slightly. Is he asleep? Are you okay, citizen? My good knight, say something! A metallic scraping noise fills your ears. The knight is moving, ever so slightly. His head turns. Your name, soldier. His voice echoes out into the open chamber. Pure dread. This is a great warrior. Treat him with respect. Arcane cleric, at your service, my lord. The knight's head slumps once again. Speak your mind, soldier. Why are you loitering here, knight? I am not. The cold voice echoes to the chamber. I disagree. I am on my off hours. He speaks as though he's reading from a script. Squint and glare at him. You earth folk? No response. I too would like to hang on the steps of the temple. His helmet turns slightly. But I won't force you to hang out with me. Some metallic creaking slayer from the night. Your manhood is infinitely tiny in comparison. Who are you? He's silent for a while. The duck. Excuse me? I am the duck. That's wild. A man's name is not up to debate. Quack. Horrifying. Quack. Laugh. The knight does not respond. How do I open that gate downstairs? I have the key. Oh, can I have it? No. You are too weak for that. The man is correct. You need to get back to your strength first. The city below, it is darkness incarnate. Do not tread without care. Heed the call from beyond the grave. But you have that cool armor. The knight sits completely still and does not answer your question. Come on, I won't tell anyone. No response. You feel invalid next to this man. You must learn from his ways. Attempt to have a firm discussion about masculinity? Ooh, barely. He just sits there, ready for a good talk. Stare at him. The knight shifts slightly, his armor scraping against the rock. Breathe heavily. The knight turns to look at you through his helmet. A little more. Wait a bit longer. Soldier, your presence is unwanted. Present your query, then leave these hallowed grounds. He'll answer your questions now. Somehow. Do you have any spell scrolls I could have? The knight slowly grabs a scroll out of his pack. He tosses it to you after a moment of deliberation. A spell with power. Memorize it, soldier. Already did. He lifts his head, the darkness through his helmet focuses on you. No, soldier. Memorize it. I told you I already did. Point at your temple. I'm quick. You. The Dark Knight nods and lowers his head. You've earned his respect. Good. You a cleric? No, he says. I am a warrior. Do you know magic? Yes. Can you teach me magic? No, He mutters to himself. Oh? I do not have time for that. Interesting. That charisma had a check there. A warrior. The knight places an iron gauntlet upon his knee and leans forward. A whispering wheeze escapes the slits in his helmet. Serve. Until the coast falls in on itself. Until Jor breaks the veil and every god rips and tears our reality into shreds. Serve well. Serve loyal. That is what a true warrior does, no matter what. The wheezing stops. What if I serve someone evil? Shakes his head slowly. Place not the choice of morality into the hand of the one who swings the axe. Truth of alignment lies entirely with your god, soldier. Alignment, an esoteric effect which brands each creature on the coast with one of 9 labels, on 2 axes, lawful to chaotic, and good to evil. It is debated exactly who or what determines the parameters within the spell. Spells like Detect Alignment are capable of pressing this effect. I feel like I shouldn't be doing DC successes here, because I definitely do not have intelligence high enough to get DC 12. Alignment. Everyone's got one. Some spells can detect it. Don't read too much into it. Alignment is just an internal thing. It doesn't really have too much real-world application. Do not forget that. He lifts his hand and clenches it. Oh, an opening. Go for it. Wait, who do you serve again? Viskin. Moves his head towards you. No, that is not. Viskin, the mortician. The sudden force, the Dark Knight slams his axe to the ground. Darkness creeps to the hall. Within you. Do not speak of that, soldier. I won't tell anyone. He returns to a still position. Do not. The knight is now waiting for another question. Lucky you, he didn't kill you. Whom do you serve? I serve, he says, trailing off. Yes? Once again he looks at you, the darkness within his helmet seeming to reach out towards you. As if grabbing hold of the very air, you feel everything growing cold. I serve nothing. What do you know about the tea shop? Not much. He'll talk. Why? Not like you could threaten him exactly. Do you have any piece of info that would help me? He goes silent for a while. A man passed the halls below. Civilians do not often pass so deep. Past the crypt. A man. Dark hair, silk clothes, headwear, dressed in yellow. Sounds like a Reetsian nobility merchant type. It's past the crypts. The roots of the goblin's tree. Oh, an hour passed this way, I gotta. Then more tunnels, the southern tunnels. Oh, time passes when I talk. Interesting. Then the sewers. How do I get there? There are paths. Most are trapped. Once you get there, the alligator might know more. His grounds are near. I've heard rumors of monsters in the sewers and the water lane. Alligator. His rage is endless, his appetite growing. Do not anger him. The knight looks down, waiting for your next question. How do I get to the city below? The goblins use their passage below Viscon's lair. That is the safest path. So basically dive deep like some spelunker. Yep. Thank you, my good knight. See anything suspicious before the explosion? You sure? Or are you at noon on the 23rd? Below. I need more than that, my good knight. The walls shook in the crypts. I was on patrol. I was not in position to perceive any misdoings. The city below is endless, and most of it stands unexplored to this day. What are you patrolling for? I have my purpose. As do you, soldier. Do not pry too deep. Are you threatening me? That is a firm yet gentle reminder that he could crush you in an instant. Well then. Now some other questions. What's up with the mess? One of the ballot boxes. Election. What are you voting for, my good knight? I'm actually apolitical. Isn't that interesting? Everyone should vote for me, ideally. The knight doesn't even move. He does not care for your political opinions. How manly. It stirs. His silence tells you nothing of life. Not the humanish experience. Ah, so this is where it's being held. No reply. Citizen, leave. The Iron Tin Can Nightman dude does not acknowledge your presence. He's ready for more of your questions. Do I? I think I do. I think before that I saved. No, yeah, I expected not to. In a swift move, the Dark Knight wraps your wrist in a cold embrace. You're cracking 10 HP as he squeezes hard around it. Release me, good knight. He lets go of your wrist. Saying nothing, he just turns back to looking at nothing. Ouch. I should have expected that. But hell, 18 HP, that's not nothing. I don't have a feeling I'll be using grease much. So, might as well just spend it all. What? No reason to cast that spell. Let's take a short rest. Covered free. Unlocked all ability checks. Yes. But that's enough rest for now. Anything new on the questing tree? Yeah, but nothing, unlocked. Spellbook. Okay. Let's see. No, yeah, I didn't expect such. No, I want to go straight to the Goblin Garden. Right, there's something like that. Sign, huh? Guess I need it. Downstairs, over grass in the tunnel. Oh, this is... Good soldier, come down here. Get down, yeah. Where is that tunnel at? Here? Yeah. Yeah, it was here. Snell's been waiting a little while, huh? No mind. Your stomach twists. Beware her illusion. She's waiting. The dragon herself. You approach her before a sprawling tree. Go ahead, cleric. The proud Marquis motions towards the wooden throne. Such a little weasel. You should stand before the throne, address her court. Okay then. Yeah, nothing. You expected? Ah. Ring of Constitution. Ooh. The goblin glares at you with his muscles. You approach the throne. The glow of sprites flutter, illuminating it along with the trunk of a great tree, its roots reaching far below, its branches holding up the dirt ceiling above. On the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as it is threatening. So this is the dragon. Yes, I can see it. Her glare is magnificent. Cleric of Norvik, of earth and river, her shrill voice echoes out throughout the chamber. I was assured by your masters. The top brass of the palace itself. She speaks, but you do not falter. You resist her. They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. So tell me, human. You should run. No, wait, you can't, but you should. Why am I sitting here, waiting? Tread lightly. You need her on your side. Make sure she knows you're on hers. Every word you say here could have a profound impact on the rest of this quest of yours. It's only been a day. A frown spreads across her face. She clicks her tongue behind a set of sharp teeth. Your insides are trying to become knot. She does not enjoy snide remarks when she's angry. Stand tall. You can endure this. Hers is a frightful presence. You need to stand. Do not let her impact your stature. You've angered her, Ruth. No. Turn and run. Adrenaline keeps your eggs from buckling under the tense stress as you turn. And run. Let out a high-pitched scream. It echoes down into the depths between trees and fungi-covered cavern walls. Whatever reaction the goblin have to your retreat, you're not around to see or hear it. Where am I? You ran for quite a while. When your mind calms itself, you're sitting inside of an empty barrel. It does not appear very manly to hide like this. Who knows? Maybe it's a very masculine barrel. How'd I get here? Unsure. All of this is rather confusing. Wait, I hid in a barrel? More or less. The dragon chased you. Maybe. As you do, you realize the barrel's but one of many, located in a tunnel you've never seen before. There, I see him, cleric. Uh-oh. Cleric, you've now wasted another precious hour. Please do not run away again. Amazing. The lady's trying not to scare you off again. Maybe she'll actually be nicer to you now? You see Snell painting next to the throne. The goblin is dedicated, you'll give him that. Well done on finding me. He clears his throat, gives a resigned thank you. The lady, however, gives him an angry gaze. Could have gone faster. He lowers his head in silence. The goblin's getting whipped. Love to see it. Let us continue. The dragon leans on her armchair, letting out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my streets descend so far. I just ran away. Are you even aware, cleric? A local business caught up in an inferno. In the middle of the day, right on Pillar Road. My road. She roars and you stand your ground. And yet, Magistrate Darrow, she spits out the name like it's a curse word. He alone believes the Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. Her anger is pure and intense. She's trying to reel it in. Where's your usual jurisdiction? I have an official recognition of law in Lower Tolstad. What does Darrow say? Because he is full born out of nepotism and alcohol. Sick burn. Horrific slander. The magistrate speaks of the city. She claps her hands together. See? This is what I've been dealing with. Blind faith to a failing system. She lets out a frustrated groan. Where exactly is this tea shop located? She glares at you. It is, or was, rented out of a corner of the central fort. Just above the holes next to the pillar. She snaps her fingers towards the goblin to her right. That means it's part of the core foundation of this island fortress. Therefore, that property is legally an underground rental unit, he says, bowing his head. Lady? My people have been handling that damn crow's contract for years. But no, suddenly when the entire unit goes up in flames, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises, to deal with it, to clean up even. No, suddenly it is the city's business, and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. Don't slander the great city of Norvik, Goblin. Oh, I apologized. I didn't realize you were completely delusional. I am. You managed to strike a nerve with a goddamn hammer. Impressive. She is very happy with your statement, DC-7 failure. And don't get me started on the actual effect this has on my people. Snell, she says, and beckons towards the comely goblin. He approaches the roots and takes a bow. Lady Sageleaf? Then he turns to you. The magistrate says it was an accident involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone in to actually investigate the scene. You want to check it out yourselves? Of course. The lady glances at him, clears his throat. The explosion occurred on the 23rd of March. Just past noon. 3 minor injuries were reported in the area. Luckily, foot traffic was low at the time of the incident, so despite the massive kaboom, no dead folks. Thank the gods. The gods? She says, her voice almost purring. I wonder. Who were the injured? We only managed to get one name in the chaos. A certain Frank, son of Frank, was said to have walked away with lesser burns. It is honorable to name a son after the father. He's apparently just in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Oh. Frank, son of Frank? Yeah. That's a fake name. Uh-huh. I'm assuming some type of Reetsian fashion. You can tell in his voice that he's leaving out a but who fucking knows at the end. Was he inside at the time? I doubt it, he says, considering the state of the building. Why is he there? We don't know. Where is he now? We don't know. They have not located the man despite major efforts. Sounds like you were handed a tough hand. Yeah. Although one of the militia members mentioned him just calmly walking away down the stairs. Maybe down to the crossing or somewhere else, we don't know. Anything else you do know? Snell gives a nervous look to his master before answering you. We have theories, but we need proof. The lady raises her claw. The unveiling has begun, cleric. So dramatic. Love her. Corruption. Madness, she calls it her wooden throne. Politics. This is clearly the work of a rogue spellcaster. Someone who cannot go unpunished. Justice. Yes! I will bring justice to Norvik. I certainly hope so. The lady clears her throat. Everyone holds their breath when she speaks. She demands respect. She gets it, especially when she's this angry. I declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge tribe shall investigate the tea shop on Pillar Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. This Earth God city cleric shall follow along. No creature, foul or fair, shall escape my rage. Not even you, cleric. The words seep out from her maw, burning the air. Her rage focused almost entirely on you. This goblin needs to be taken down a peg. She does not rule this city. And you do? No, but I serve. Interesting. You made her mad, but she holds it in. It's almost like she begrudgingly respects your stubbornness. Cool. Of course she does. What kind of man would fall to his knees in front of a strange goblin queen? Many that I know. No, this is your investigation. You must take and keep control of it until the end. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon Lady Sageleaf in awe. She is theirs to serve. The dragon has spoken. You need to stand up for yourself. This is my investigation. Yours, she laughs. You've done nothing but fail since the moment you arrived in Tolstad. Very true. No, cleric, this is our investigation, and you are simply invited. Oh damn, she got you with that one. Damn this goblin, hit her back. The city allows you here, goblin. Do not forget that. Stand tall. The dragon glares at you, her claws gripping the wooden throne. She smirks. At least you've got backbone. You feel her invigorated sense of manliness. 12 HP, goddamn. Use that, cleric. Use it to complete this before the election. Prove me wrong. She's pretty good at controlling people and manipulating people. Hell, you really want to prove her wrong now, don't you? Yes, you will. Snell, she says, waving towards him. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, he says, bowing his head. You're the handler of this case. You've worked on it since the explosion. You know more than anyone. Ooh la la, complimented by his queen. I want you to represent the tribe in this venture. His face lights up. A goblin and a cleric. Together you will have access to both Upper and Lower Tolstad. You're going to have the pretty boy around. Damn, I thought this was going to be fun. Oh, charisma just wants to get some people's pants, I get it. Pretty boy, you want to say something, charisma? Not disappoint me, Snell. Appears you received a party member in your divine mission. Said it had to be a damn goblin. I have always wanted a goblin. That's crazy. That's an insane thing to say. He ignores you. The goblin takes a deep bow. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, your will be done. I'm surprised he didn't just get checked there for saying that. Jesus. The evil forces at work will be vanquished. Huzzah! Mother damn goblins. She glares at you. First priority in the tea shop is the tea shop. We need to gain access. Your new goblin companion gives you a quick wave. Let's go, cleric. Snell has joined as a companion. You could speak with him if you need help finding your way across Tolstad. You should investigate the tea shop thoroughly. Yeah, I know where it is. The pillar is the centerpiece of Norvik, a glorious esoteric monument. One Earth gladly kept in his new city post-reconquest. Yeah, just west of that. What pillar? Very funny, asshole. Just because he's an expert on boring local monuments doesn't mean you have to be. Oh, does he mean the Pillar of Jorah? The one sticking up into the sky? Endlessly? That one? Let's go. Got a little bit more. Highly competent with the craving of validation. Just look at the way he dresses himself. Approach your companion. Let's get on with it. Nice weather we're having. Sure. But how would you know, cleric? I said, how would you know? Because you're wearing that damn thing on your head. I feel like you're bringing some unneeded negativity into this conversation. I'm both shocked and amazed you haven't walked off a ledge yet. Let's say it is immeasurably embarrassing to stand next to you and attempt to take anything you say seriously while you're wearing that. Do you realize everyone you meet is simply choosing to ignore it? I will keep wearing this for as long as I want, Snell. Yeah. Sighs. You do you. I apologize for the outburst. But that's just my 2 crowns. An old play about a kingdom run by a group of idiotic advisors. Also popularized the term 2 crowns. You're giving someone your 2 crowns, you're offering unsolicited advice. Where do I sleep tonight? I don't know, cleric. Gives you a defeated look. Can't the city pay for something? You're a cleric, for God's sakes. I could just not sleep. That's fine. Right? Are you asking for permission? You'll get exhausted if you don't sleep, cleric. Not take a long rest before dawn. You get 6 levels of exhaustion. You get 10 levels of exhaustion, you die. And you sleep. I'm not afraid of death. Sure. What do you do by that, cleric? Why are you helping me out in this rough world of ours? I'm here on behalf of Lady Sagely. Her will is for the streets of Tolstad to not suddenly burst into flames in the middle of the day again. Boring. Her will be done, so to say. What if it burns into flames in the middle of the night instead? I don't think she'd like that either. Why are you really here? My motives are not of interest, cleric. False. Motive is imperative in reaching into the heart of someone. As you have shown yourself truthful and just, the goblin reveals secrets, that I swear. Got any family? I'm a goblin. What do you think? I'll know. Besides, yeah, I got lots of siblings, duh. Ain't got no offspring, though. Thank the gods for that. I see you are infertile. The goblin suddenly looks very tired. He stutters at response. No, cleric, I'm not infertile. Prove it? Prove it? Stop hitting on the goblin. Not gonna do that. Actually, I'm not sure I would even do that in a reasonable time frame. He looks away and says to himself, why am I entertaining this? Did I just ask him to get me pregnant? Or to get somebody pregnant? Oh my god. Second guess you're a eunuch. Nope, wrong again. It's nasty of this goblin. He's got the patience of an earth elemental. No, I'm asking again. You got wife and kids? Nah, single for now. Believe me, this goblin ain't getting no offspring. Yeah, fuck them kids. Clara. What is the last response to that? Oh no, I'm not getting into that. Ask me about literally anything else. But, no. Fair enough, I don't want kids either. Kids are fun to hang around with for a little bit, but I could not handle parenting them. I don't believe so. Maybe that'll change with time, but I really doubt it. Ugh. Okay. Enough asking the goblin to get somebody pregnant. What else can we do? Out of the garden. God. Man. Fraxo. He works for the upper city echelon. Knows more than you'll ever hear. The tiny form is convenience. Keep him as your friend. He will be useful. Snell do anything here. So where's the demo end then? I have to ask. Interesting. Oh, it's what? Why is it purple? Intriguing. Your eyes laid upon a series of papers nailed to the wooden facade. Some of them are torn or unintelligible. A few catch your attention. This seems illegal. Advertisement requires strict approval from the government. Tear them down. Rip it up. Rip down the posters and tear them to shreds like a good man. You furiously tear at the papers, ripping them from their nails and throwing them to the wind. This makes you look cool. 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 Good Betty. Wonderful. You've exerted force onto these terrible evildoers. Can we go now? A job well done. See, let's comment. He does do a little bit of commenting. Not available in the demo? Yeah. Okay. What else can I do here? Oh. Sack full of cement, and there's something else in it too. Apple. Yummy. A glorious seagull. Bloom of righteousness. You see a bird sitting on the halfway bridge ruins. It is large, its beady eyes staring out into nothing. Beware! The bird is a killer. Something already stance. A killer, huh? This thing dangerous now? Nah, giant seagulls don't attack people. They do steal stuff sometimes, but don't leave food out in the open air and you'll be fine. Bird does not appear to react to it. Except you. You are cursed. I know what you are. You're a killer. I'll catch you in the act one day when you suspect it, scum. The bird does not react to your statement. I'm not a huge gull fan either, but you know what? Sure, fuck gulls. Now can we leave it alone? Pet the birdie. So reach forward, the gull doesn't seem to react until snaps at your fingers. A pinch of pain. Don't. Try to pet it again. Are you sure? This doesn't seem too smart. The bird must respect you and your wishes. Do it. Good. Rock of the river. I have enough of a constitution to get away with anything, I think. At 29 HP, that's it. The gull doesn't seem to react until snaps at your fingers. Are you for real? Fine, do what you want. You will lose your fingers eventually. Okay, fine, I'm watching. Try it again. What? It didn't work? How shocking. Maybe 3 more times, and things will change. I think I read about this in a book at some point. Something about repeating past mistakes in the idiocy of man. What a rude bird. Proud of you, cleric. You really tried your best. But yeah, it's time to stop. I don't think this is working, but maybe... Indeed, maybe. It's risky, but if you really try... Oh, a dexterity check? Yeah, I'm fucked. Reach for it. This time it has to be different, right? It has to work. What sort of idiot would once again just reach forth and get bit by a wild animal like this? But a shriek. Flapping of wings. And then... Oh shit, shit, shit. Shit, okay, if the Kelvin yells, he scrambles to get ready for shot. Roll initiative. Yep, Snell, help me out here, Snell. The bird relentlessly talons at you, its thrill call burrowing into your brain, along with the talons. Hold on, seagulls don't have talons. This thing must be a rock. Quick, do something. Come on, birdie. God mutters himself before firing a shot with a sling. Snap sound pierces your ears before the bolt flies past your head. Damn it, I said hold still. It does not hit the seagull, who is still fiercely focused on his prize, gouging your damn eyes out. The seagull then launches a successful strike against your neck and face. It stings. For now. Soon it will be worse. This bird is making a full-on assault. This has to be illegal. Rules of nature. You must conform. So at the bird I used so much, you did nothing wrong. Lie down and crawl up into a little ball and shout, I do not consent. You drop to the ground, you scream. You take a talon to the back. Then the bird, as is flapping about, seemingly stops its assault. Whatever you're doing, it's losing interest in the attack. It flies away. Darn. I did it, Snell. You sure did. Looking around, the bird appears to be gone, long gone. That was pretty intense. Just happy the seagull didn't target me. Could have easily picked me up and, you know, dropped me into the river. And I was the biggest threat, of course. The biggest annoyance, maybe. Have you ever been picked up by a giant seagull? No, luckily it's not a common occurrence. Otherwise, goblins would not be living this close to the river. I lived. This attempt on my life was severe. I must recover now. Yeah, that was some damn big damage. Jesus. Alright. 7 hit points? That's a decent chunk. Approach your companion. What were we doing again? Apart from disturbing the peace, what do you know? Everyone seems on edge around here. No wonder. Elections coming up. People would be high-strung even without this whole mess about the tea shop. It's a big deal, you know. We're voting for the future. What are you voting for? None of your business. Interesting response. Let's see if we can figure this little fellow out, shall we? He has something to hide. Persuade him to reveal his dirty little political secret. See? Yeah. You need to be careful. This is clearly a sensitive subject. Flatter him, but not too much. I love you. I don't know what to vote for. I'd love the input from a smart goblin like you. Way too much of a kiss ass. He won't respect you. Respect your right to privacy, so he'll be making an informed decision. Oh, I like it. Affirming his position while subtly hinting about his inability to make a rational choice. Devious, let's go with that. Goblin tilts his head to the side. Are you okay, cleric? I respect your right to privacy. I simply hope you are making an informed decision. Of course I am. The Asgilists stand for all underground societies. They see no difference between folk and class. If them in charge, Norvik would see the same prosperity known to all in the Kingdom's High. Asgilists? Didn't expect. I fully expect that, honestly. A vote is seldom placed out of self-interest. Your goddamn bleeding hearts? Oh, gee. Ain't about helping people, it's about easing the constant struggle, the hustle, level the playing field. Maybe even let the small folk lead for a change. There's no good option here, but then again, I didn't pick a good option to get into here. What, you want me to get you a box or something? Stilts? First of all, fuck you. Second of all, go fuck yourself. Thirdly, politics is bullshit. I ain't talking about this shit anymore. Let's get a move on. That was a nice singer, but now he's pissed at you. What a failure. Didn't expect. That's what I fully expected. Maybe I'd see him as like a free strider. I guess maybe I'd see him as a free strider. If I had to guess beforehand, but like... Ah, well. I'm not surprised he's an ass. He's ass bliss. I don't know why the game would think I'd be surprised at that. Oh? Damn, nat 20. Human level 1 child worker? Kid's working his ass off, getting that bread. He must be doing that optional weekend school. He'll go far in life with that attitude. That fire under his ass must have been lit by something fierce. He's a jumpy fellow, a survivor. Type of kid that's used to make it on his own. You relate to his fear. Kid doesn't want to end up like his old man, forgotten by time and space in the city. He's grieving, but he's keeping it together for his brother. They both have ways of dealing with it. On will grow up to be a great capitalist. That's a pretty extreme set of things to know about a guy. After just like glancing at him. Yeah, there is something there. Hold on. You know, you see, right where that's it. Right around where my cursor is. See, this is fucking thing. There's a fucking thing now. There's a fucking thing there. It just keeps appearing. Disappearing. I think I'm gonna do one more thing, and I don't think I can't get further in the demo. There's no official end, I don't think. Unless I wait the whole day. I don't think I got time for that. I think this will be a good enough idea demo. I'm really excited to see where the full game goes. Hopefully it comes out soon, yeah, but... Oh? Can get to that? Sure do. A bucket. Oh, that's good. I'll keep in mind of that next time. But Damn, yeah. I think I'll give it a break here. Maybe I'll replay the demo sometime again with another build, but I want to end it here because I'm excited to try out a new game coming soon. A new game. Well, yeah, a new game. A suggestion from my girlfriend for our next stream. And so I shall leave it here and have a good day.